All right, man, here we are coming into the preseason, and oh, look at that. We are coming in ranked in the top 25. That is a big, huge deal, man. When you win national titles in some of these smaller schools or less prestigious schools, well, the Army's not less prestigious, but some of these lower, like, you know what I mean, like, not as highly ranked schools, after you win the title, man, you don't come in ranked. So that's a big step forward for us. First things first, man, we're going to go ahead and handle redshirt and players. So first things first, going to quarterback, we're going to redshirt this Jim. And I think we're going to redshirt Shelby. It's crazy. Shelby's a 74. Like, after we play Brown, Shelby might even be better than him next year. But for right now, okay, so I'll just redshirt Bell. I'll keep Hopkins and Shelby, you know what I'm saying, both available. See, do I want to waste a year eligibility for Shelby? All right, so we'll go ahead and redshirt Shelby. Brown is going to be the guy. I mean, we can also break the red shirt at any point for Shelby, but Brown's going to be the guy. Hopkins will be his backup. Easily going to redshirt these two running backs, Cohen and Campbell. Can't redshirt any fullbacks. These two receivers down here are going to get redshirted. Ooh, so I said Cam Harrison was going to probably still be in the slot, but Jeremy Vaughn, he did train well. He probably still doesn't catch as well as Cam Harrison. His catching traffic is a lot better, and he's faster. Is his excel higher? No, not as high, but man, are they making this conversation very, very interesting? Because one thing I'm trying to have with this team is speed kills. If you redshirt a junior, will he really understand? You know what? I'm redshirting him. I know he's a junior, and you know what I mean. Look at his stats. He played decently last year. Didn't score any touchdowns. He scored 3 touchdowns his freshman year. But we're gonna go ahead and redshirt him. You know what I mean? That way, once Coates leaves, he'll be in the conversation again. We'll just say he's academically ineligible. How about that? You know what I mean? Left guard. You know what I mean? No red shirts on the offensive line. Cameron Newton, I said he's going to start. So he's going to start. These ends, Brock Morgan's there by himself. Red shirt is D tackle. We're going to red shirt Junior Curry. Got big plans for him coming in, you know what I mean, pretty soon. Gibson, he was going to start originally, but, you know what I mean, we're going to go ahead and use the red shirt on him. Could use his speed. All right. This is where he's stronger than Ramirez. Let's see what his tackling is. What their tackling is. Ramirez tackles better, has better hit power, power moves, finesse. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and redshirt Gibson. He'll start fresh next season. We're not gonna redshirt any of these corners. I want them all to get experience. No, we'll redshirt Burton because we got a lot of these safeties that can come down and play corner too. So we'll redshirt the bottom 3 guys. We'll rock out with these 4 corners. And then we'll have some of these safeties who were corners to come down and help later on. Justin Lopez is going to go ahead and redshirt because that's McClinton's spot all the way. You don't have a chance in hell. And then we'll be good money there. All right, so redshirt players is handled. Go ahead and reorder this depth chart. Like I said, Hopkins is clearly the better player. But, I mean, all right, man. So like I said, Hopkins on paper is clearly the better player. But I just don't see enough in him to be able to take over Brown. You know what I mean? To beat out Brown. Like, you look at it, everything's so close. And Brown is just so much more athletic. He's an athlete. You know what I mean? He came in as an athlete, and we're just going to make him into a quarterback. So, I mean, of course, if he has any freshman woes, I mean, we're not even going to pull him. Hopkins is solely there for in case he gets injured. This is Hobbs' spot as the number 1 back, being spelled by Wisham Jr. Fullback, you know what I mean? Woodfolk has that. And so this is where things get tricky at receiver. Waits, go ahead and take him out for Hackett. So Hackett and Cohen are going to hold things down on the outside. Waits is going to be taken down for Vaughn. We're going to use Vaughn's speed in the slot. And then we got a freshman, Hawkins. Waits is still the best player on paper. But his catching isn't like through the roof or anything like that compared to the rest of these guys. And then when Coates is ahead of him as the 4 guy, he's their catching is very, very similar. So we'll see what happens with them. Maybe one to get tired. Engel is the number 1 tight end. Panara is the left tackle. Size is the left guard. Rhea is easily the center. Jackson Deaton is the right guard. And then Corbin Smith, you know what I'm saying, is holding it down as the right tackle. All right, man. Corbin Smith they have right here as the right tackle. But our freshman is going to start. Like I said, Cameron Newton is starting. We're going to give him his experience early. Covington starting at left end. Brock Morgan at right end. Got my 2 D tackles. Left outside linebacker Max Reagan, Cole Christensen, and Mike Johnson holding it down in the middle linebacker position. Ramirez is starting at linebacker. No. All right, so Mike Johnson is a lot faster than Ramirez. So I'm going to bring him in to start over Ramirez. And, yeah, I'll take that. I want my speed at linebacker. Here we go. We got Riley, Patrick, Bennett, Mack, and Velez holding it down at corner. Cameron Harrison is the starting free safety. Good move by me moving him there. Jalen McClinton is easy as strong safety. My punter is going to be my kicker. We've already established that. Punter is the punter. Now kick return. Jaquise Patrick is returning kicks. I don't care what you say. He's returner of the year. He's not going to not return kicks. Looking for another speedy guy with decent acceleration. Could use Hackett, but I really don't want him to get tired. We'll go ahead and use the true freshman, Matt Bennett. He's a 93 speed, 95 excel. So Patrick and Bennett will be our number 1 guys when it comes to returning kicks. Patrick Bennett. Then we'll have Hackett as a third string. A third string guy just in case somebody gets tired and all that. All right. That's good. That's good. Depth chart is set. All right, man. Here we are in recruiting. Going to who's interested. We have 2 4-stars who were first on their list. So before we go ahead and take a look at team needs, we're going to go ahead and add them a 4-3 and 4-2 dude. A 4-4 dude, excuse me. So we need a fullback, a center, outside linebacker, and middle linebacker. So first thing first, what I like to do, I go to the positions they say we need. Even though fullback isn't that big of a deal, I'll still go and grab the ones that are interested. They said we need a center. We'll go ahead and go after the 3 stars. The 1 star would be an afterthought. And I don't like to add any more than 20 people on my recruiting boards. You know what I mean? Just because when it comes to scouting, the 200 points you get perfectly scouts 20 people. We also got a 4-star outside linebacker who's just thinking about us, kind of. You know what I mean? We'll go ahead and add a few to that position. We need middle linebackers on the board as well. We'll go ahead and go after the 2 3-stars. We'll add more to the list later. So we got 14 on the board. You know what I mean? Looking for our team needs. So now after that, we just gotta try to look for people that are game changers. A 5-star athlete is supposed to be a 4-3 dude. We're second on his list. You know what I mean? Can't miss. So looking for speed. We got a quarterback. 4-star quarterback wants to come to our squad. Pocket passer. And then we got a scrambler for 6 speed. We'll add him. We'll go ahead and add his running back. Definitely not gonna miss the opportunity to get a good tackle. We got another quarterback who wants to come. Like I said, I'm trying to put the best product on the field at all times, and that's our 20. So if it comes to me recruiting a bunch of quarterbacks to finally find that one, like if there's a true freshman better than the person I had starting the year prior, I'm all for that. But we also aren't done adding people to the list. This is just the first overall, quick recruiting, scouting to see who we want. All these people necessarily aren't staying. Like this dude, Derek Edwards. He's not staying. You know what I'm saying? Fullback Anthony Brown. He's not staying. 60 overall. Like you might as well just get a walk-on who could do the same thing. Justin King. He's gonna go ahead and stay. And of course, we're probably not gonna offer. All these centers a Scully, but this dude is a +9 gem. He's definitely on the list. So we'll go after all these centers and see which one is really fucking with us. Outside linebacker, -4, 64 overall. He could bounce. This dude, 69 overall, not too spectacular, but he can stay for now. Micah Turner, he's decent, 77. He didn't go up or down, so he stayed solid. +3 on this outside linebacker. some speed on these dudes. +1, he can go. Got an 89 excel, so he gets to that 77 speed rather quickly. Anthony High, he's a +2. Was to keep him around for depth purposes. This dude's a bust, that middle outside linebacker. That hurt my heart. Wesley Long, athlete. This was the 5-star athlete. 95 speed, 94 excel. We are going to recruit him as hard as anybody can be recruited. You know what I mean? He's 80 coverage, 80 zone. He can also play a little bit of offense, but we're probably going to use him at defense more than likely. Quarterback here, 75 overall, another bust, -6. That hurt my heart. Mike Bauer here, he's -4. We don't need him, you know what I mean? So a lot of these people might not even stay on the list. Luke Ross, nothing spectacular. You can bounce too, my dude. Kevin Johnson, tackle, decent. Then we got another quarterback, Brandon Brewer, and he is a +8 gem. If we can land this dude, this is going to be our quarterback of the future. So we'll go ahead and take Brandon Brewer. He's going all the way to the top. Where was this other gem? Sean Hicks, +9 gem. He's going to the top of Brandon Brewer. These two dudes, they'll be best friends. We'll room them together. You know what I mean? If we get them. Micah Turner, we'll go ahead and add him up to the top of the list. He's a 77. I usually don't do this by overall, but right now I just want to know who's the better guys. This dude, 95 speed, 94 excel. Definitely need to keep him around on the list. Top priorities, game changers. This is what you call the people that can come in immediately and make a difference on your squad, man. So this is what the recruiting board is looking like heading into the season. 12 people on the list. Well, of course, we're going to add more in scouting and everything like that, but for right now, we're good. All right, guys. So now that the recruiting board is set up, the depth chart is set up, red shirts are set up, we're going to go ahead and set our schedule. I don't like to play week 1. We like to leave week 1 open. So we're going to add, let's see, Arizona is who we just played in the national title game. I'll go ahead and give them their rematch. We're going to play at home since we won. They're number 2 in the nation. That can get us on the board early, moving up the ranks. We're going to play all ranked opponents if possible. Number 16, Georgia was available. Miami, number 13. You know I can never really beat Miami. We'll go ahead and add number 1, Ohio State. We'll make this difficult, and we're going to play down on the road. You know what I mean? People want me to up the sliders and everything this year, which I'm going to do, no problem. You know what I mean? And I'm going to show you guys me doing it. I mean, I don't mind losing, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm playing the top teams. So, and I want to make it interesting for you guys and entertaining. You know what I mean? We want to make it a little bit difficult. We played a lot of ranked teams, and when you add a lot of ranked teams, all these teams aren't going to necessarily stay ranked. We'll play my boys, Miami. You know what I mean? It doesn't change if we play them on the road or at home, so we'll play them at home. All right, so no, we got home, road, home. We'll play them at Miami. We like the warm weather, whatever. We could play Florida in the same year. Oklahoma. Actually, I want to avenge my loss against Oklahoma that we had for year 2. They were one of our 2 losses. I'm just trying to wonder if NC State's going to stay ranked, but right now they're our only ranked option there. We'll play that one on the road. We'll go to Raleigh to play them there. Old Dominion, now we're going to go ahead and remove you. We beat Stanford last year. We beat USC last year. Notre Dame and Army. We'll make that a rivalry again. Utah State. Ooh, the schedule is real, boys. His schedule is real, guys. So we don't have a ranked opponent we can play here. But who out of all these squads has the best opportunity to be ranked? Probably Texas A&M. We'll play them at College Station. Of course, the rivalry game against Air Force has to stay. The rivalry game against Rutgers has to stay. And then we'll have 3 bye weeks in a row until we go ahead and play Navy. So by the time we get to week 12, that is pretty much going to be, where our work here is going to have to be enough. And as we watch the rest of the teams beat each other, and we'll be very, very well rested for the Army-Navy game. If I would have saw that, I would have switched it, but I already got the teams that I wanted. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep that like that. I've never done that before, and I like the way it looks, so we're going to go ahead and keep that. And it's now that we went ahead and set the schedule, do the same thing I did in the FAU. And now that we went ahead and set the schedule, I'm going to do the same thing I did, for FAU. I'm going to go ahead here and switch the sliders right in front of you guys' faces. We're going to put all our stuff, except for the kicking stuff, on 40. And now here we are on the computer, switching everything up to 60, but the kicking stuff. This is what you guys wanted to see. I ain't scared, you know what I mean? I feel like we'll still be getting W's and everything out here. Now that all that's done, we're here in the preseason, get ready to head into week number 1. Go ahead and save the Dynasty so you guys can see that I'm about that life, saving the Dynasty. Heisman, 40 everything human, 60 everything computer. We're going to see, you know what I mean, what they bring out of us. See if they can bring the best out of us. If we can play up to, you know what I mean, the potential. Just good. But if I do lose or something like that, that doesn't mean I'm trash. Even though I know that's what you guys will be calling me once and if I do lose. But we all know I take my losses with a grain of salt. Except for Miami, when I'm FAU, I break controllers and everything. But other than that, losing is a part of the game. But I will say this: if we go undefeated again or something like that, I don't want to hear no crying, no complaining, no slider check, no no difficulty check or anything like that. Because just because somebody wins by 20, 30, 40 points doesn't necessarily mean they're on rookie. Just because you can't do it doesn't mean somebody else can't do it. You know what I mean? We were on 50 everything on Heisman, and it's still Heisman, but you guys wanted to see me change it, so I did that for y'all. All right, man, here we are, ready for week number 1, preseason All-Americans. We have 2. We have 10 all-conference. We found 2 busts and 2 gems. The gems are what we're going to be going hard after. While we're here, taking a look at the preseason polls, I still can't believe we're coming into this season ranked 25th. That's how you know our recruiting class had to be legit. Ohio State, Arizona, Florida, Clemson, USC, Bama, Oklahoma, NC State, Michigan, and Stanford rounding out your top 10. Here's the rest of the top 25 with us coming down the home stretch. We're only at 81 overall, 79 offense, 83 defense. Defense is still going to be our strong suit here. You know what I mean? I'm definitely looking forward to that. I feel like our defense has even probably gotten a little bit better. Heisman watch list, we're probably not going to have anybody up there. I was right. It's Derek King, Khalil Tate, who gave us work in the national title game, J.K. Dobbins, Eno Benjamin, and DeAndre Swift. And remember, these rosters are older. These are the old rosters, you know what I mean, before I got the new rosters set and everything like that. So you're going to see some people who are probably in the league or, you know what I mean, probably not going to be staying after a certain year. They don't, you know what I mean, take that with a grain of salt. And, of course, I knew that our 2 preseason All-Americans were going to be defensive special teams. Jalen McClinton, preseason All-American strong safety and returner. Jaquise Patrick, we don't have any second teams. But you see our boy Devin Singletary from FAU holding it down. We're going to go ahead and check out the All-Independents preseason All-Americans. We got our right guard, right end, Brock Morgan. And Brock Morgan even played last year. All right, he did. He did decently, too. 5.5 sacks. I see why they're saying that. Cole Christensen, Elijah Raleigh, Jalen McClinton, and Jaquise Patrick. There's a returner again. Hobbs the 4th, Matt Hackett. They're all thinking that they're going to be Conference All-Americans. And I didn't see Cohen up there. Cohen, to me, was our better receiver last year, so that's really surprising that they don't. And he was a freshman All-American. But, you know what I mean? It's neither here nor there. At least I'm pretty sure he was a freshman All-American. And taking a look at the four-year outlook of championship contenders, they don't really have any faith in us, man. We're 25th this year, expected to be 57th, 33rd, and then 27th. But as long as we continue to recruit strongly, I think we'll be just fine. All right, man, and one more thing we're going to do here in week 1, since you guys asked for it and everything like that. You want to see more recruiting, and I'm going to give it to you. And first things first, we added a couple of people after, you know what I mean, we did our first initial scouting. We want to see if they're worth putting on the board. We're trying to add a kicker because the one we have is trash. Trying to bring in a D tackle. You know what I mean? A couple 4-stars. We found another gem here with Perry O'Neal, a guard. He's the best player, second best player here on the list. Okay. I see that. I'll use my little 50 points to scout and see if we can get out of here. Luke Horn, wide receiver. You're not going to make the cut, sir. Got a couple running backs who wanted to come on, who was interested in the squad. 88 speed, 80 excel. None of that is really super exciting for me. You know what I mean? We got another running back, Craig Hayden. +2, 91 speed, 80 excel. Excel is trash, but I'll take 91 speed. Ken Murphy. Trying to find a gem running back. That's what I'm really trying to find. I'm trying to find that next big, like, oh man, I couldn't believe Can't believe he's as good as he is, but that's not going to happen. So first things first, with these top dogs, the 3 gems that we found, they're going to get everything in the clip. You know what I mean? They're getting everything thrown their way. Everybody else, you know what I mean, just kind of fall in. We'll give this 5-star everything in the clip too. Then we got the number 1 outside linebacker from my home state, New Jersey. We'll go ahead and throw 300 at him. The center, 250 at you. This is just week 1, you know what I mean? And we used quite a bit of points to recruit here in week 1. We were kind of hoping and thinking that our recruiting would be done by now. And then we got some people we're in the lead with that we shouldn't have to give that many points to, because most people usually don't recruit the same type of players we want to go after as hard. But even if that's the case, we'll add some of the rejects on the list later on down the road. That's my favorite part of recruiting. You know what I mean? Find those dudes. And if y'all want to know how I recruit and everything like that, let me know. And I'll do a video on my recruiting techniques. It's a technique I've learned over the years. And, you know what I mean, I've gotten some pointers watching some other videos for it. So, you know what I mean, I'm not going to act like I'm a super duper guru and like I came up with stuff by myself. But, you know what I mean, I think I like to find myself pretty decently knowledgeable, you know? Like not too OP, not too novice. Just right. Trying to get some more points here to throw on somebody else. The last recruit, who was a kicker, honestly, so we really don't need too many points. We'll throw 200 on him. Nobody else should be recruiting the kicker really hard in the first couple weeks of the season, when you can pretty much even get lucky, just have a decent punter and throw him there. Kicking is kicking for the most part on the video game. But that's going to do it for this episode, man. Off-season and preseason. Get ready to head into the year, man. And the outlook, even though their outlook for us isn't that bright, my outlook on us is pretty bright, and I think we can come out here, get W's, get the job done, and compete for a national title again, man. So if you enjoyed this episode, stop and smash that like button. Hit me up in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're new. Once you subscribe, go ahead and click the little bell. You know what I mean? Ring that bell. It'll let you know every time we post a video. That way you won't miss the action. This season's going to be crazy. We're going to have more recruiting. We're going to play every game on the schedule. It's supposed to be harder. We got harder sliders and everything like that. And I'm really looking forward to it. We're the defending champs until somebody knocks us off the throne, man. So it's your boy Uncle Sam's Reject, arcadegames.com. I'm out of here. Peace.